I found out that in 2023, in order for me to become the person God wants me to be and to live my life to the fullest, because I found out this year that I will not live for 200 years. I know that comes as like a obviously, but to me, I thought it was infinity and beyond, like my life will never end. But it came to my knowledge that I will not be living here even like tomorrow or next week or even next year. So I had to buckle down and understand that I will not be here forever, and I need to do what God has called me to do, and I am running out of time. So the word reinvention came out of nowhere, and I had to start acting. So in this video, I've come up with 20 different tips that I've learned in 2023 for you to take to 2024 and become that girl that you always wanted to be. Whatever that girl means to you, maybe it's a girl that wakes up at this time in the morning and spends time with God and reads the Bible and just speaks life to herself, speaks life, visualizes, sees, does boards, does goals, does to-do lists, just does different habits that puts her on that way to become her better self. So that's the word reinvention, is when you take something already invented, in this case ourselves, and to make adjustments to see and to know what we can do and what we cannot do, to make our life, to become the reinvented self, to become the evaluated self, to become that valuable self that we always wanted to be. Starting off with number one. Start doing the things you want to do. Start doing the things that you dreamed of. Start doing the things that God has shown you in visions, dreams, and shown you through prophecies, through miracles, through thoughts, through the Holy Spirit. Start doing those things, because it is time that you take initiative of what you want to do. A verse that I've attached to this specific one comes from Galatians 5:16 and 17, and it says, "What I say is this: let the Spirit direct your lives, and you will not satisfy the desires of the human nature. For what our human nature wants is opposed to what the Spirit wants, and what the Spirit wants is opposed to what our human nature wants. These two are enemies, and this means that you cannot do what you want to do." I live my life based off how I felt and emotions of what I wanted to do, what I didn't want to do. But it's one point to know what you want to do and do what you want to do, but it's another when you do what the Spirit wants and what God wants, because in this life you were created to do one thing, and that's the gift that God has given you, and multiply it and make it and bring and serve to others. So you got to figure out what that is, but become the person you want to be by doing what you want to do. People can control you. People can control you in the good ways and the bad ways, but it depends on you. Yes, your mom is right. The thing that you want to do is impossible. The dream you want to create is impossible. She is right. That's why you have to become the person that says it is possible. In order to become extraordinary, you have to start doing extraordinary things. Yes, your friends say that you want to do this thing, but they're saying that it's weird, it's too risky. Yes, it is too risky. That's why you gotta do it. You gotta go for what you want, because it's time to do what you want so that your future self can look back at you and say, thank you. I just want to thank my younger self for continuing to persevere. No matter what she felt like, no matter what she didn't want to do, she persevered. And that's what you have to do. Persevere. Keep going. Keep running forth. Don't stop, because 2024, bigger and amazing things are going to happen to your life if you take control of your life. In this self-growth journey and reinventing and emphasizing the things that you want in your life, the second point is become familiar with rejection. Become a person who likes no's more than yes. Become a person who hungers for no's more than yeses. But this year, that my mindset shifted. It was make no a game. I came to find out that you in life, you want no's. Not everyone's gonna like you. Not everyone's gonna want you. Not everyone wants to be around you. Not everyone wants what you want to give. Not everybody wants you at the table. Nobody wants you at the table. Some people don't want you here. Nobody wants you there. So, in this area of life, you gotta understand, you gotta be familiar with that. Become a person who gets rejected everywhere else except when you're in the presence of God. As long as you keep doing what God has for you. Even Jesus went back to his own hometown and he got rejected. But at the end of the day, he did what he was called to do. And he did what the assignment was upon his life. Even though he was rejected by his own soil, his own home ground, he was rejected. Become a person who is okay with being rejected. Be comfortable with it. Be so comfortable that it doesn't become a phase. It doesn't phase you. I got rejected here. That means the next place I go, I will be prosperous. Whoop, I go there, I get rejected. That means the next place I go, I shall be prosperous. Because you shall not, it is not okay. It does not make sense to live this life that God has brought me into this world, said I have to do A, B, and C, and X, Y, and Z, and talk to this person, and he does not prosper me. That does not make sense. It's not okay. Because he said, you will. All I have, my plans are not to destroy you, but to prosper you. The third point is be comfortable with the uncomfortable. You should be living an uncomfortable life. A life that you don't, I'm not sure about this. That's the life you should be living. You shouldn't want to do everything and everything. You should be a person that says, I don't want to, but I'm going to have to. I said I want to do this goal, so I have to. Something has to happen. Like, I can't be sitting here and not letting things happen. Book of Corinthians 12, verse 9, it says, one and the same Spirit gives faith to one person, while another person, he gives the power to heal. It's like a workout for your comfort zone. The Bible doesn't say workout for comfort, but we just added that in there. But it's the same thing. I was so comfortable with not trying new things, with becoming a person who likes where I am. Like, I don't want to try that because I'm good where I am. But in life, you have such a limited time that it doesn't even matter what you do. Like, anything I do, I always remember my deathbed. I always remember, what if I'm on my deathbed? What am I going to say about myself today? Am I going to say, I should have tried a little harder? I should have done this, I should have done this, I should have helped that, I should have helped this person, I should have given this. In my head, before I go to sleep, before I even end my day, I think about, if I was on my deathbed today, what am I going to say about today? Did what I did. I at least tried. At least I did it, and I can say I tried. It didn't work out, but I failed. But I tried this, I did that, I did this, I did this, I did that. So be a person that can just say that, so that when the day comes, you are prepared. Become a person that thinks about, because it's not comfortable thinking about death, because you have a good life, you have light, you have house, you have work, you have money. Like, that's uncomfortable to think about death. But become a person that thinks about death. You have to think about that stuff, because it just matures your mind to see the future and see where the life is taking you, and just become a person that just analyzes and visualizes their life. Going to number 4, it says your acceptance doesn't matter, your work does. This one is a game changer because it's a mindset shift. And similarly, we read from Galatians 1:10, and it says, are you working for men or are you working for God? Who are you pleasing, men or are you pleasing God? Who is your motive? There's a term called in the workforce called at-will employment, and it's the ability for an employer to dismiss an employee at any moment because why not? That is it. That's because I said so. There is no reason behind it, and they can let you go. You can have the best job ever, but they can just let you go. So you're telling me that I can go to work, do A, B, and C, D, and then get fired tomorrow? Like, okay. So now when I go into work, I think about, I'm accepted into the community, the culture. I'm welcomed in. But the work I do is what matters most. What's gonna make me stay here is the work I'm doing, the asset that I'm becoming, the work, the ability, the thing that I can bring that nobody else can bring is what's gonna keep me here. It's a mindset shift. So I was a person that liked to set goals. I set goals, new resolution goals. I set vision board goals. I set monthly goals. But living my life 90 days by 90 days can change my life. So just figure out how you can live 9 days by 9 days. Make sure you number your days are numbered. It's limited. Like I said, you're not going to live here until you're 200 years old or infinity and beyond. But there's a time that you are here, you were born at a specific time, and your life is going to be ending at a specific time. So before that specific time comes, become a person that has said, I lived my life, I did what I needed to do, my life was great, I did this, I did that, I did this. It was so good. Now I'm ready. Tip number 6 is about mindset, and it says, focus your mind on facts instead of feelings. Spirit said, the only reason you're scared right now is because you've made your mind your enemy. So become a person who focuses their mind on facts. Focus on what you can see and only what you can see. Tip number 7 is make to-do list a habit. I literally, to-do lists are the way to do life. Proverbs 16:3 says, give us the nod. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Show God that you're a person that likes to plan. Show God that you're a strategic planner, so that when God sees that you are a planner, he can set the stage. And then tip number 8 is become the person that you love the most. Say, I love me, me loves me, I love me. Because in life, like I said earlier, you are the only one that sees what happens behind closed doors. You are the only one that sees your ups and downs. You're the only one that sees your weakest and highest moments, because no one is in your mind. No one is living the life with you. You are the one living it for you and with you. So become the person that just indulges in loving themselves. Immerse yourself in yourself. What is it you like? What is it you don't like? I like this, I don't like this. Matthew 22 verse 39 says, love your neighbor like you love yourself. Become a person that just loves themselves. Immerse yourself in your self-love. Splurge yourself with compliments. Immerse yourself in the goodness of life. Become a person that lives their life right in the way they want to do it. It's only you that can do what you only can do. Number 9 is become silent. Become a person that just does the craft, does the work, and doesn't say anything. Disappear. Become invisible to the world. 2024, we're going to reinvent ourselves. We're going to 2024 unrecognizable. We cannot be recognized by the old us, and become silent. Like, not everyone needs to hear what you have to say. That's what I learned. It was so hard, because it was like, but like, I wanna, and it's like, no, you cannot share everything and anything. Do what you need to do and get it done. Again, you don't make yourself permanent in a place that you are temporary. This world, you are not here forever. You are not here for permanent reasons. Plant the seeds and leave. That's what you're just passing through life. Like I said, number 9 was become silent. Don't share, don't overshare everything. But number 10 says become a communicator. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths. Become a communicator. This is a mind shifter again. Like I said, become silent, and then I said become a communicator. What do you mean? Become a person that can communicate what they want. If you don't want the cake that someone's offering, tell them. Don't just say, oh yeah, thank you. Don't say yes, 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 but you don't want to say yes, because then now you're giving them control over your life. Don't give someone control over your life. Be able to control your life and show them that you are in control of your life, so they don't just push you and pull you around. Be so effective in it that people understand who you are. Now that you value yourself, other people can value you. Number 11 is invest in you. You are the one who's going to make the world a better place, one day at a time, through your life. It's you, so you gotta invest in you. Build your knowledge, read the books. And there are free books everywhere. You got YouTube, you got so many things. Build your craft, figure out what you're good at. What can you enhance in your life? What can you do better? Like, figure out how to become better in what you like to do. Tip number 12 is have a gratitude journal. How I do it is 10 things I'm grateful for today. My mindset is not, I already have what I have, I don't need more. That's my mindset. But again, it was not easy to get here. It was not easy. It was very hard. Like I said, there were so many mountains to climb over by myself. I had to climb over by myself. But when I say by myself, it means I was taking actions on what good advice, values I heard from people around my family, my spiritual father, the church, the Bible, and the things that the world were saying that were good, that were knowledgeable, that were wise. I took that stuff and I became them. I did what I needed to do to develop the life I wanted to live. And again, it took years. It took years, months to be at the place I am, but I'm only a dent there. Like I was telling myself the other day, talk to yourself, bro. It shows self-awareness. When you talk to yourself, shows self-awareness. But I was talking to myself the other day, and I was like, I found the treasure. I found the treasure box. I found the box that has a treasure inside. I need to find the key. Now I'm at a point in my life, I'm trying to find the key. Like I found the box that has how to become a great person, how to become a great teacher of the word, how to become what God has called you to be. I found that box. That box is right there. Now all I have to do is find the key, and by finding the key is building my craft, becoming the better person, becoming a person that just betters themselves, so that when I better myself, I find the key and I can open that lock. I'm trying to better myself. I'm not there, but I'm trying to better myself. So I'm trying to find somebody else on the other side of the screen that wants to also better themselves. And let's be on this journey together. Let's create an environment where we can welcome ourselves to be open, to be honest, to be truthful with where we want to go and where we are. So that's why I'm at a season in my life that I'm trying to find that key. How are you grateful for life? So that's what it is. Become a person that's just grateful for the things of life that you don't have to buy another one. You don't have to do it again. Just become a person that's just so grateful. Write 10 things every day. Maybe it's 20, but I found it was effective that you write 10 things every day that you're grateful for. Tip number 3 is my favorite. And it says, don't settle. I just jumped into the ship of adulthood. But as a person in that ship, there are so many areas of life that you're just like, I've been waiting. I've been being patient on my life. I've been being patient with school. I've been being patient with work, and nothing seems to be working right. But remember, Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, I have plans to prosper you. Again, be familiar with rejection. Don't put in 110% for something that's not giving you 110% back. Don't settle for that. Your energy is only limited to so much. You can only do so much on this earth, so use it wisely. Put the 110% on something that you want to put 110%, and it gives you 110% in return. And tip number 14 is budget your finances. This is very important. Proverbs 21 verse 10 says, the wise store up choice food in olive oil, but the fools gulp theirs down. How to change your life. Budget your finances. Budget your finances. Though money's coming in, figure out how much money is going in, how much money is going out. Number 15 says, train yourself to want spiritual connection more than anything else. Matthew 6:33 says, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. In your challenge, you know how to answer, you know how to respond, you're prepared, you're ready. As soon as the alarm goes off, you are ready. As soon as the walls fall down, you are ready. You have that strength. You have the courage to command, to pull down, to rebuke, to rebuild the word that the Lord has said. You have ability to command. You have the right to do so. God has called us to be servants. And when you're a servant of God, you're a highly person in the kingdom of God. If you're a servant of God. It's powerful to see that, because now we gotta operate in different ways. God has set you up in a high ranking. And people do what high ranking spiritual people do. Tip number 16 says, make realistic routines. Give an example, when I was in high school, I would do like wake up at 4 a.m., pray from 4 to 4:30, then read the Bible, and then read a book, and then do Bible study for like hours, and then I'd fall asleep. Okay, so that's the routine that I had, and I'd literally be tired. Article I read online, and in the article the person was talking about their morning routine and how it was so unrealistic, and then it became realistic. So then what they did these 3 things. The 3 categories they did every morning with their health, and then their mind, and then their growth. So what I did was, they said take a drink of water in the morning before, like as soon as you wake up, it just wakes you up a little bit in the brain. I started doing that, and I seen a big change. I shifted it. I started putting my health first. I put waking up, drinking water. Drinking the water was the way I'm getting, that's what wakes me up. That makes sense. And then I was effectively doing that health mind. Mind was building my spirit, reading the Bible, praying. That's how I was building up my spirit. Growth, reading a book, emphasizing on it, just bettering myself. And that was consistently happening, and I saw major changes. Tip number 17 is make self-care a priority. It's not selfish to care about self-care. It's not lame to care about self-care. But if you want to become that girl in 2024, let's do self-care. Let's do our self-care. Let's take care of our self-care. Let's care for ourselves physically, internally, and emotionally. Start your learn on the way. To be a person that builds an empire, wants to start that business, wants to start like YouTube channel, for example, that wants to start a career, wants to start a job. Learn a little bit about it, like you started. Just start. Tip number 19 is very important and very powerful. And it says, your no is worth a yes. You can say no. You are allowed to say no. Not no's in like disrespecting people or, you know, adults, you know, like your family, parents, for example, like don't disrespect them. Don't just say no. Like I'm talking about opportunities that are on the path to your success. Tip number 20 is embrace change. Life is constantly growing. Things are changing. I was a person that did not want to change. Like I did not like surprises. Like you don't need to be surprising me. Like life, I need to know what's going on tomorrow, today, and yesterday. Like if I'm trying to level up and reevaluate myself and just adjust a few things in my life that can propel me and bring exponential growth and exponential results, I'm gonna have to step it out. I'm gonna have to do something to step out my comfort zone that can bring clarity and direction to where I need to go and where God has called me to go. So my name is Willavina on this channel called Divine Dose Delight, where we bring divine dose delight, bring delightful insight, delightful ways, principles, do's and don'ts, ways you should live your life as a Christian, and how you can live the life you have desired for yourself as a Christian that God can give you. So my name again is Willavina, and I thank you guys so much for watching for this video today, and stay tuned for the next video, like I said, to how I use motivation, shift and change my life, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.